Michelle with Treecat here. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're catching this. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm getting ready for the end of the year. I'm already starting to think about the end of the year and what is on my to-do list. There's a lot we have to do as sellers, as online sellers, to prepare for the end of the year. And let's face it, we're all really busy right now with Q4. So I wanted to just bring awareness to a couple of things that I think might be helpful for resellers out there who are watching this. Filing a BOI report. This is the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, and there was some legislation passed regards to this, so that I guess they can sniff out people who are money laundering or shell corporations. So and by the way, this is not legal advice. I am not a legal professional. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial professional, but I just want to bring awareness about this because there's been some drama and there's been some changes. So this was at the very, very top of my to-do list, and I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And the question is, will I continue to put off this BOI filing? And the answer is no, but there's a caveat to that. Let's get into it. So like I said, this FinCEN, right? This is the place where you do your report. And so even if you have, so this is people that have an LLC essentially. So if you're a small business, e-commerce owner, and you have as small as the LLC is, it doesn't matter. And so they're trying to sniff out people that, are shell corporations or they're doing money laundering. And none of us are doing that. So we should have no, issues with reporting. And right now it is voluntary. It was previously, as of a week and a half ago, not voluntary. And the penalty, this is the Corporate Transparency Act. If you want to explain, if you want to Google that, you submit this BOI, which stands for Beneficial Owner Information, right, to the FinCEN, which is the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, which is just basically a government agency, right? So not doing this, if you have a small LLC or a large LLC, and if you don't do it, there was a civil penalty of $591 per day. And the deadline to file this was and before a week and a half ago, it was January 1st, 2025. Okay, so failure to do this BOI report January 1st, 2025, you would get fined $591 per day. So yeah, there was a huge incentive right there. And I guess they would cap it at $10,000 or up to 2 years imprisonment, right? So that's pretty scary. So that was the top of my to-do list for end of year. But there was some interesting things that happened a week and a half ago. Well, probably started happening earlier than that, but some outcomes that happened. So obviously, the courts got involved, and there are definitely some states that filed some lawsuits on the constitutionality of this law. And one state court in particular in Texas, and the case is called Texas Top Cop Shop Inc. versus Garland, 2024. So they actually were able to get an injunction on this, sort of a delay. So the good news is that as a result of this injunction that happened a week and a half ago, the penalties will not be for not filing January 1st, 2025 are not going to be upheld. However, the U.S. Treasury Department has appealed that, and so the appeal, if the appeal reverses that, then we go back to I guess it not being voluntary. Right now, because of this injunction, it is now voluntary, and we as LLC owners are voluntarily filing this report until and unless the appeal, the outcome of the appeal is obviously pending, and then if depending on the outcome of that appeal, there could be the fines could go back into place. Now, I am not offering any legal advice. I am not, telling anyone what to do here, but I think that I'm going to go ahead and file it because I don't want to have to keep checking to see what the status is on this. And and if you want to get more information on it, I suggest you follow this person, Clara CFO Group on YouTube, and she kind of spells it all out. And if you don't know about BOI filing, I just wanted to put it out there as a public service announcement to resellers who have LLCs, because let's move on to other things on our to-do list, right, for end of the year. So as we approach the end of the year, maybe you want to do some reviewing, right? Maybe you want to do some strategizing. I used to think that the only thing that I had to do at the end of the year was do a physical inventory. And I don't know about you if you do a physical inventory, but people in the retail world really, really, promote doing a physical inventory where you go to all of your, I personally keep my inventory in these big boxes in my garage and all over my house. And so I will go with a spreadsheet of all my inventory, and I'll go box by box, check it's there, check it's there, check it's there. It's a lot of work. But like I say, people in the retail that come from the retail side of the industry, they swear by it. So, and if that's something that's on your to-do list, I would like to know. Tell me in the chat what's on your to-do list, because I'm hoping that I'm not missing anything. But the other things that are on my to-do list, obviously, so not only is it the end of we're nearing the end of fourth quarter, we're also nearing the end of the year, and so you have to sort of take some stock and start thinking about goal setting for the following year. Maybe you want to review. I think I'm definitely going to review my selling strategies. I'm going to review my procurement strategies. I'm going to review my marketing strategies. I'm going to review my platforms that I sell on. Maybe I'll add some more. I'm going to review also, the ability, maybe I might want to have some more, maybe I might want to open up some more stores on the same platform, like 2 eBay stores, 2 Poshmark stores, for example. And so we've actually, at Treecat, we've made some improvements on our search tools that will help with those decision-making processes. Because, at the end of the day, you need data, right? You need data to help you with your decision-making. So we've added a couple of really cool things to our search. And excuse me, this is the inventory tab. There's the inventory tab. We've got the sales tab, and of course the settings tab, but we're only going to focus right now on the inventory tab and the sales tab so I can show you some of our new search features. Okay, so previously we supported search term searching through the title and then also the description. So anything that was in the title, anything that was in the description. Okay, so that's helpful because it allows you to really funnel, and also you can search previously, where it was listed and the date when it was listed. Okay, so that's all really great data points, right? You can get some really great data points just from our general, our old, way of searching on Treecat. But now we've actually, and what kind of information can you get from that? You can get a lot of information. Get a lot of information about, about your stores. So you can, just with that information, you can say, like, what did I sell last year with this brand? Did I make any sales? Am I on sales or inventory? Oops, sorry, I was on inventory. So what sales did I make this year, that are black or with the brand Spanx? So then I can sort of, I can see, that's how many I have in my inventory, and that's how many I sold or what have you. So but maybe you want to know this year, like, how many did I sell? I sold 64 Spanx items this year, and last year I sold 212. So gosh, my sales in Spanx dropped. I wonder why that is. I know why that is, because I haven't been listing as many Spanx this year. And you can manipulate that time frame by choosing a different year. So let's say I wanted to go back even further, right? Because once you log into Treecat and sign on with Treecat, it pulls in all your data from perpetuity. So all you can look at all your sales data from from many years ago, and you can compare what you sold those years. So even with just our older functionality, a way of search, it's great. It's a great way to get data for yourself, to know, maybe I don't want to, I sell a lot of bras. Maybe I want to look and see, did I sell as many bras this year as I actually sold more bras this year than I did last year. And I know why that is, because I've been listing more bras. That's basically the only thing I'm listing anymore is bras. So data, being able to search your data year by year, month by month, day by day, all your platforms. And this is all my platforms. Okay. So this is like, searching, this is your dashboard, and it takes all your sales from all your platforms. You can search by date, you can search by title, and all the information in the title, all the information in the description. So there's that. And then, you can do the same thing with your sales. If you go to the sales tab, and you can get information, like maybe, I don't know, whatever information that you'd like to get about your sales. So we have the ability to do those searches by date, by platform it was sold on, and by all the data that is into the search string of your title and description. Now, going forward, we are also allowing you to do searches based on the custom SKU that you pull in through eBay, right? So when you do a listing on eBay, you have the opportunity to put in a custom SKU. That data all gets rolled in to Treecat, and now we offer the ability to search by that. We also now offer the ability to search by Treecat notes. We have the ability to make labels. So I'll actually show you how to make a label. But so the capability now to be able to search everything in your SKU is really important, especially for people that have multiple stores. Like I said, I'm looking into start, probably on my to-do list is to start a second eBay store and a second Poshmark store. And this has to do with a feature coming up in the future, which I'll just, that's all I want to say about it. I don't want to give away too much information, but we have a feature coming out in the future that relates to that. So why is that important to be able to search the information in your custom SKU? Well, you can actually put in, and I don't know if you can see this, but like this is my eBay One store. Okay. So if I wanted to just search, if I wanted to, like at the end of the year, go to my sales tab and then just search the information for my eBay One, then I would be able to do that. I haven't started doing that. I think what I'm going to actually start doing is when I get my new second store is I will start putting in the custom SKU as all of those items as eBay 2 as opposed to eBay 1. But if I have the time, I'll go back through all of my eBay 1 stuff and change the custom SKU to include eBay 1. The other way that you could do it, which might be easier actually, is you can put Treecat notes in there. And that's where you can also put in eBay 1 or eBay 2 or you could make a custom label, it's up to you. But all of these things are searchable. So there's 3 different ways now to put in custom information, such as, how many stores, which store is it on? I was playing around with the labels, making more labels. And so let me just show you. So hopefully I'm explaining this to you all, and you can see the benefit of being able to search not only the title and description and where it's sold and the time frame that where we're sold, or etc., but also the labels and the Treecat notes and the custom SKU information. So so that's going to help you, right, make some assessments at the end of the year, and it's going to help you, focus on your goals. So definitely utilize those new search techniques to get that data that you need. And as always, you can always, if you haven't seen some of our past videos, you can always export all your sales information via like a CSV export of all your sales information. If you are some kind of like spreadsheet wizard and you have some ways that you like to manipulate your information on like Google Sheets or Excel or whatever. And you can also pull an inventory CSV as well. So that's helpful. But getting back to, this was just added yesterday. This is brand new for me. So yeah, so you can make special labels. You can create a new label if you want. So if you go to your settings tab and you go to profile, click on profile, and then down at the bottom it says labels. And where it says custom labels, you are going to enter in a label called, well, you call it, mine's going to be bras. Okay, so you enter the term, you select enter where it says labels created, and then you save your changes. Okay, and now I have a new label called bras, and that will enable me to go to my inventory tab, and let's put this new tab. This will show up, let's see here, sorry, on the left hand side is where you have your labels, and there's my new label called bra. So now I'm giving this a label. Now you could also, like I said, you could add, let's say I start another eBay store or something like that, and then I want to have a label, another label called eBay 1, and enter, press enter, and then press save changes. Enter, save changes, and then that gets created, and then you go back to your inventory, and then you can start applying that to whatever, when I start my second store, I'll start applying that. I don't know what the best way to do it is, if I want to use labels, or if I want to use, I mean, there's just three ways you can do it, right? So you can use labels to search, you can use Treecat notes to search, and I will put like eBay 1 and then save changes. And then if I ever search eBay 1, then I go back to my inventory and search eBay 1, then that would pop up. So that's one way to search, or to do a search. And those are the two of the new search features that we have. And I think those will be really helpful ways to, and you can even search stuff that you sold. You can, you can search, there's a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of ways to do search. And now we've added even more ways. So this is a good as any time at the end of the year here to start reviewing your financials, to start evaluating your inventory, evaluating like what you're selling, how you procure it, where you procure it. Is it worth your time to procure this certain brand, or is it worth your time to sell on a certain platform? Maybe one platform's not doing well for you, so you might say, well, maybe my strategy is I'm going to open, instead of selling on this platform, I'm going to open up 2 stores on these other 2 platforms, see how that works for me. Because one of the cool things that we've learned this year is that, eBay in particular is prioritizing these little baby stores. So just some little hacks, right? Little things to think about. So I hope you guys are thinking about end of year goals. I hope Treecat tools are helping you with your inventory management and searching your inventory to find data that's going to provide, helpful to you. Think about BOI reporting if it's something that you want to do, to be compliant. If it's news that you want to keep up with, maybe that's important. And I hope you guys, and I hope this, is helpful to you, and this provides some good information for end of year to-dos. All right. So with that being said, thanks for watching today. And you know what? stay warm, stay cozy, stay zen, right? We're trying to all stay zen this time of year. And we'll hope to talk to you next week. All right. Mahalo. Bye.